Hello everyone, today I want to show you how to use the magical drop down list. Yes, magical drop down list. This will help you choose from limited inputs, hence save valuable time and ensure no spelling mistakes, etc. See this. In this particular cell, D11, I cannot just type anything. If I type say Excel and press enter, it gives me an error saying select only from the list, no other input allowed. So now I cannot make mistakes like doing a spelling error and so on. Do you know what it is? I'll wait for 5 seconds. If you know it, mention the name of the function in the comment below. Well, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, first please go down and press the red subscribe button and then the bell icon as well so that you get the notification for all new videos. So, did you guess it? It's called data validation. Data validation is a very important tool. When used correctly, it can help you save valuable time and reduce the chances of errors as it restricts the input values that a user can enter. That means no more spelling mistakes, no more arbitrary input, and so on. So let me show you an example of what we are going to achieve. Let's say this is a list wherein we have spent a couple of $100 and in different items, in bakery, in cab, on Samsung store, ABC Inc., XYZ Inc., and so on. And we want whenever a user selects, he has to select from a limited head types. Example, personal, employee welfare, transportation, office expenditure, and capital expenditure. However, I will just show you what will normally happen. Let's say the bakery was personal and ABC cap again, let's say it was personal. But this time instead of writing the correct spelling, I write PERSNAL. Or maybe it was a different user and it was a very big list, so he doesn't remember the exact spelling. And again, this is good. Samsung, let's say he put it office expenditure, office, and in expenditure he made the spelling mistake again. Now just imagine if you would have had thousands of rows and maybe 5 users working on the same sheet, what would happen? When you would want a report, it will be a total mess. Yes, because somewhere it will say personal, the correct spelling, somewhere it will have the wrong spelling, and you will not be able to do it because it will take a lot of time just to correct the same. So let me come on the cell where I will be showing you the formula which we'll be using today. And here you can see as soon as I brought my cursor, it says author, please select from the list on the right hand side. So if I type something, let's say I write personal, PERSO, it gives me an error. It says please select from the desired list only and no other option will be accepted. So I write the correct spelling and voila, it worked. Now what would have happened if I wanted something else? I have a couple of options which I will be telling you later in the video, so keep watching. I will first explain you how to insert this formula. It is located on the data ribbon under data tools palette, and here you can see data validation. When you click the data validation, it opens a new window showing settings, input messages, and error alert. As of now, we are concerned about the settings, and I will show you the input and the error messages after that. In the settings, by default, it says any value. However, since we want to get a list in the drop down, so we will select the small arrow on the side and click list, and here you will see on selection of list, it shows you the option of source. In the source, you have couple of options. Number one, if you know the range, you can type it manually. If not, you can always click your cursor here and then go and select the range. In case your range is a column because you think in future you may be adding a few more options, you can always click on the column as well. For now, I will just select the range and come back here. One very important thing, by default, it will make the values absolute. You can see $G, $1, $G, $6. However, if you are typing it manually, don't forget to make the values absolute. Otherwise, every time you copy the data validation cell to some other place, the referencing range will change. So this is what you need to do. And now coming to the next part, which is the input message. Input message is basically if you want to type anything which you want the user to see whenever he brings his cell, either by hovering using the mouse or going to the cell using the keyboard. So for example, here I say author and input I say. So this is basically the input message, which whenever the user will come with his arrow on the cell, it will be displayed. Now we come on the error alert. In error alert, you can see there are three options: stop, warning, and information. Let me keep it on stop itself. Again, on the title I say author, in the error message I say. So coming back to settings, I click OK and you're good to go. If you go to cell D2, you can see a small message at the bottom saying please select from the list on the right hand side. So this is one indication which we entered in the input range. But let me say if I type Excel and I press enter, now I get the error alert which I typed earlier. It says please select from the desired list only and no other option will be accepted. So this is what we get to do. So you might feel that this is so simple, then how can it be important? But believe me, when you have large data, multiple users, then it makes a lot more sense to use data validation list to ensure there is no spelling mistakes or different people do not use different nomenclature, and later you will not get erroneous report. So guys, now you know how to put the formula. Let me show you the advantage of this, which I also showed you how you can use at the beginning of the video. So in Amazon, for example, let's say it was a personal purchase. So I write personal. In the bakery field, let's say it was employee welfare, but you will see when I come down, there is no arrow coming there, which would mean that this particular cell does not have the data validation. So what I will do is I will go on the top again, delete what I have entered, select the entire range where I want the data validation to be accepted and press Ctrl D. Now you will see wherever I come, all the cells have the data validation. So again, coming to Amazon, personal, bakery, let's say employee welfare, ABC cab, transportation, and so on. So this was one of the ways of entering the data, but there are two more ways. So in total, there are three ways. Option number one, as I showed you, you can type it out, but it will accept it only if the spelling is correct or if it matches exactly from what you mentioned in the source field. The second option is you take your mouse, as you can see here, you can see the small arrow button, you click on that, and from here you can see the entire list. Had this list been very long, you would have been able to scroll up and down. So you can select for Samsung, let's say capital expenditure, and we're good to go in the next. The third and the easiest way which I use is whenever you are in the place where you have option of selecting from a drop down list, you go on that cell, click Alt and down arrow. Again, you have the same list, ABC Inc. Let's say it was capital expenditure again, and enter. So let me very quickly fill this up and I'll show you a very good thing. Let me quickly just adjust the auto width of the cells. If you have not already seen or you don't know how to set the auto width for the columns and the rows, please click on the eye icon above, or I will leave a link in the description box below. Go and see the video where I have already shown how you can use the column width auto adjustment. So coming back to the topic, why is it important that our data is without any errors, without any spelling mistakes, and so on? So let me show you an advanced feature. I will make a separate video for that. So right now I will just show you the output for the same. In case I wanted a small report for this particular data to see how much money have I spent in capital expenditure and how much money have I spent under the transportation or any other head, let me very quickly insert a pivot table in a separate sheet. Here I can go and select the head in the rows and the amount in the values. Now you can very easily see that under transportation I have spent rupees 300, office expenditure I have spent 2,389 rupees. And now just imagine if the spellings would have been wrong, or maybe one person would have said transportation, other person would have said maybe cab fare, then there would have been so many heads and it would have been very difficult for anyone to see what is the right expenditure head. Therefore, data validation is very important for you, and what we have discussed is just one part of the data validation. In total, there are 7 options available under data validation, which is whole numbers, decimals, list, date, time, text length, and custom. If you want a video on these, please leave a comment below, and if I receive comments, I will definitely try to make one video for this. So now it's a time for the bonus keyboard shortcut. I've already showed you one of the ways using the mouse to go and use the data validation, how you will insert it. The easiest way which I use is go on the cell where you want to insert the data validation list and press Alt D and L. It will open up this window. In this window, press Alt A. It will open up the list, press L and enter. To go to the source, press Alt S. In the source, you can type, or if you don't want to type, you select this and press enter, and you're good to go. So guys, I hope that you would have found this very helpful, and that using the data validation list will help you gain more efficiency. If you would like to get this test sheet for practice, leave me your email address in the comments below and I will email it to you. I have created several videos for all levels, which you can easily see by clicking on the I above or in the description box below and following my channel. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then first go and click the red subscribe button below and also the bell icon so that you can get notifications for all new videos. If you would like a video on any topic, you can let me know in the comments below and I'll try to make one for you. One important thing, I always tell everyone to use keyboard shortcuts and not the mouse, so you can be more efficient and save time. You can refer to my playlist on 100 plus keyboard shortcuts for Excel by clicking on the I above, or I will leave a description in the link below. And I hope you have been able to take benefit out of it. You'll share it with your friends and family so that they can also take benefit out of it. Thank you. Bye bye.